okay? Because, like I said, I haven't had a shower. That was my first shower in 4 days. And so we're going to talk, you guys. First shower in 4 days. Feel a lot better now. A lot better now. I took my medicine, took my Suboxone, and we're going to sit down. We're going to talk about what my plan of action is now, because I think I need to maybe reevaluate my plan of action with Suboxone to be successful with getting off of it. I think I might have been a little naive in the beginning. And people told me I was being naive. I will tell you that. People told me, girl, it's going to be harder than you think. And I didn't believe them because, well, you know, I'm a badass. I feel better now because I took Suboxone. I feel better now. So I think what we're going to do is I got to call my doctor and call Dr. B. I'm going to stick on 0.25. It really just makes me to where I can function. Like, it takes away it actually makes me feel like I don't have any depression. It makes me feel like it makes the poop stop being so watery. Like, it really, 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 really helps. Yeah, I've been on a low dose. I've been on a really low dose like that for a long time now. That's why it works for me. Like, I could be on 0.25 and be fine for months. And honestly, that's what I should have done. I should have gotten down on my 0.25 and stuck there for a while. And I think I kind of jumped the gun. So I'm reevaluating. We're regrouping the plan. Okay, guys? And I'm going to talk to my doctor, make sure he's cool with it. I'm sure he will be because he's cool. That's a lot of hair that just came out of that brush. But, like, I haven't even been able to function. I've been in the bed for 4 days. Been able to function, and it's starting to get to the point where I just don't even want to do anything. So I have to do something. I'm already a really depressed person. Like, I really struggle with depression bad, and so I already struggle with not being able to get out of the bed, being medicated, and so not having one of the medications that I've been on for so long has really put me in a bad place. So I can't do this anymore. I can't not be functioning anymore. It's depressing me even more. It's very difficult. Yeah, I showered finally. I haven't showered in days. My husband, I feel so bad because he gets up and goes to work every day. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chill out, stop trying so hard, and just let it happen on its own. I feel like I'm just struggling so much, you guys. I just don't think I might not be able to get off Suboxone. You know, I might be one of those people that stays on it forever. You know, and that's okay. You know, at least whenever I'm on Suboxone, I can like function, you know? A lot of the reason why I wanted to get off Suboxone was because I had some stuff I wanted to do that. I mean, I don't have to be off of it, but I don't have to be off of it to do the things I want to do, but it would have been awesome if I could have been. I'm just really struggling right now. You know, I'm really struggling right now. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And I just, you know, this is hard for me coming on here and admitting that it's hard. It's really hard for me because I'm one of the biggest advocates for medication-assisted treatments. But it's a lot harder than I ever thought it was going to be to come off of it. And sometimes I kind of wish that I would have been told that it was going to be hard. And nobody told me that. I should have known, as I know. I should have been more, I should have educated myself more. It's so easy to tell somebody to take something that will fix something else, you know, and then and I'm not trying to hurt anyone that's on Suboxone or make anyone on Suboxone feel less than or anything like that. I'm not trying to deter you. I'm just trying to share with you guys, like, I really wish that I had known how hard this was going to be. You know, I wish that I had been prepared more. Really? And I just want to share with people, like, what's going on. And you know what? If I'm one of those people that needs to utilize Suboxone, just like there's people who use medical marijuana, you know what I'm saying? Then that's what I have to do. I'm just at this point, you guys, where it's like, this is not easy at all. This is harder than I thought it would be. And I want people to understand, like, this medication can help you. It can save your life, but it's also, you're going to have to pay the piper eventually. If you want to stay on it for the rest of your life, you won't ever have to pay the piper. But if you ever want to be able to disconnect from this medication, okay, you have to pay the piper, you know? And the reason why I was trying to get off, really, is because I want to be able to work in treatment and I want to be able to help people. And where I live, that it's not accepted to be on Suboxone like it is in states where you guys live at, okay? And a lot of the places where you guys live at, they have huge harm reduction programs, and they allow people to be on subs and be counselors and therapists and behavioral techs and all kinds of things in treatment. It's not like that here in Arkansas. Like, we're just getting to a point where they're allowing people on subs to be peer support specialists. Okay? And so I really wanted to be able to do that. I have a job working for Dr. B, and I'll probably always have a job working for Dr. B until he decides to either shut his practice down or go to heaven, you know, pass away. I'll always have a job with him. But I really wanted to be able to work with people in Arkansas, in my community. It was really important to me to be able to do that. And now I'm failing at what I was trying to do. I don't think anybody should feel bad for being on Suboxone ever, but I also don't think you guys understand the stigma of Suboxone. And a lot of you guys live in huge cities like Baltimore, Maryland, and New York, and California, where MAT is celebrated and medication, Cali Sober is celebrated. And it's just not like that here where I live. I'm telling you 100%, it's not celebrated. And I understand why people don't celebrate it down here, because they see people like me who have been on it for 7 years and now I can't get off, and I'm trying to get off. And that makes them go, how is this medication really going to help somebody if they have to stay on it forever? And so this is the problem. This is the problem, you know? Hold on, we gotta dry my hair, y'all. Yeah, I did. I take 0.25, which is nothing, you guys. Honestly, it's nothing. Like, I'm on such a low dose, shouldn't even be considered being on it. I should just say I'm off of it, you know what I mean? But it's just that little itty bitty piece. Like, as soon as it kicks in 20 minutes from now, I will not be crying. I will feel better. We can do our makeup. I can clean the house. It's literally the tiniest piece. The littlest piece you've ever seen, and it's like literally this tiny. And that's the thing, I had such an easy time. Okay, I had such an easy time tapering, you guys. I had such an easy time tapering down. Yes, I took 0.25 today. I just took it, like it literally, and it's such a tiny piece that the moment I put it under my tongue, it just dissolves. So I don't even know if the medicine is really going in there or if it's more just my mind. You know? It could just be my mind. You know what I'm saying? That little itty bitty piece might not even really be doing anything. You know, and then my mind makes my body feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like if I want to be successful, I need to be off Suboxone. Sorry. You know? Yeah, absolutely. And that's how my mind keeps telling me that. But I was trying so hard. I've been doing so good. And then it's just these last 4 days, you guys, have been so hard. Not to mention that, you know what, I will be honest, we're snowed in. There's ice. I can't even back my car down the driveway, y'all, because our driveway is like this. And there's just ice all down our driveway. And so on top of being like not feeling like good, I've been depressed because we have been in an ice storm and I haven't really left my house in like over a week, except for when we went to go look at that house. I haven't left my house. One time I left, which was on Wednesday, to go look at those houses, and I was so excited to go see those houses, and that was the only thing that I had to look forward to. So it's just very, very difficult because I've been so depressed. And I'm not trying to get sympathy. I don't want anyone to feel bad for me. I'm not trying to make you guys feel bad. I'm just trying to just share with you guys, like, this is the reality. You know? This is the reality of being a mom, trying to recover from the disease of addiction. I've been sober with Suboxone for 6.5 years. I've done so well up until this point. I just feel like I can't move forward if I don't get off subs. And I know that's probably a thought that's unrealistic. I understand that I can be successful on Suboxone, but in my mind, I can't be. In my mind, I can't be successful on Suboxone. In my mind, I can't really truly help people while I'm on subs because I have subs that I'm relying on and they don't have anything. And then I have a bunch of friends that are abstinent. And so I see them all the time and, you know, they don't mean to, but they make videos and they make content about being abstinent and how abstinence is the way to be in recovery. And I totally understand that. I totally understand. I was raised up in Alcoholics Anonymous. That's how I got sober, really got sober, was with the 12 steps, you know. And so I'm like the friend who's on subs, you know. All my other friends are so totally abstinent. I am Southern. I live in Arkansas. I am Southern. And it's really hard, you guys. I'm not... Yes. So you want to be free from methadone. And yes, that's exactly how I feel. And so a lot of this, you guys, is not just what other people think, right? It's what I want to be free. I want to be able to live without this, you know? I want to be able to break free from this medication. But every time, and you know what? Maybe I did it wrong. You know, I thought I was prepared better because I went, you know, I jumped off and then I was like, wait a second. You know what? You need to get prepared. So I got comfort meds. I called my doctor. I called Dr. B. But maybe I wasn't as prepared as I needed to be. Maybe I thought that I was more capable of doing this when I'm not. This is the first... These 6.5 years were the first years of my life where I didn't have drugs and I wasn't doing bad things. I've never, since I was 17 years old, been able to function without drugs. I've never, ever been sober since I was 17. And so getting on Suboxone for the last 6.5 years, it changed my life. It saved my life. It made it to where I had a normal life. But I also, on top of being addicted to drugs, I have the most debilitating depression that you could ever imagine having. And on top of being a drug addict, it's just like a struggle that I've always had since I was a little girl. And the first 6.5 years, the first 3 years I was on Suboxone, you guys, the first 3 years was literally just me learning how to relive my life. And I think that the shot might be a more viable option for me. I really, really do. Because I just don't think I'm strong enough. Okay, I just don't think that I'm strong enough mentally. Like, I'm not talking about, I'm a strong ass bitch, okay? But I don't think that I have the mental capacity to go through this mentally. I'm not even talking about physical withdrawal, you guys. Fuck physical withdrawal. I can diarrhea shit. I can be restless legs. I can stay up all night. That shit don't faze me, man. It's my brain that's fucking me up, man. It's my brain. I hate my brain. It makes it to where I can't do anything. And the only way I feel like I am doing something or I do feel good about myself is when I'm trying to help other people, and that actually gives me some kind of relief. When I'm trying to be there for my son and doing things for him, or when I'm trying to help other people get sober, that's the only way that I get any kind of relief. Yeah, I'm seeing your comments. I'm sorry. There's so many people in here. I'm literally crying on my live stream like a crazy person. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm a crazy person. You know what I mean? It's just that it's very difficult mentally, you guys. Mentally is what I've been struggling with. Yeah, I need to get my meds changed because they're not working for me anymore. And I'm not going to lie to you. Like when coronavirus hit in 2020, I have literally sprang into action to help everyone else. I sprang into action and started doing nightly live streams to help addicts that didn't have anywhere to go for meetings. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't sprung into action to help myself, you know? So I need to go to the doctor and I need to get on better meds for my mental health. You know? I know Suboxone is an amazing medication. One of my really good friends, Alfredo, is on it. He's my friend, but he's also one of Dr. B's. He sees Dr. B. And y'all, this guy has done so well when he is on the shot. When he doesn't get his shot, he doesn't feel like cravings or anything. Like he's been getting it for like 3 or 4 months and he was doing so good. The only time he does bad is whenever he is like not getting his shot. You know? So I know the shot is amazing, but here's the thing, you guys. Here in Arkansas with my doctor, when I told him I needed to be on the shot, what he told me was that he wouldn't take me back up because I was already on such a low milligram. So now what I'm going to have to do is go to him and tell him that if you don't give me the shot, dude, you're like literally like, I'm going to relapse. I'm not going to relapse, but like, it's almost like I got to tell him to take me back up on my dose. So I can get, I don't know why people are talking about pregnancy, y'all. I am not pregnant. I know I might be a fat girl, but I'm not pregnant. Sorry, my boobs are sweating. Yeah, you have to be on like 8 milligrams or more. And I'm literally on the tiniest piece, you guys. Okay, like I'm on less than a milligram. You know? So what I need to do is I need to get back up to 8 milligrams if I'm going to be on the Suboxone shot. And I don't know if my doctor will allow me to do that. Okay, do you understand? I mean, I even talked to Dr. B about it, and he said the same thing. He said, taking you back up would be counterproductive. But is it really counterproductive if I can't get down? You know, I can't get off? You know, to me, if I'm struggling to come off, I don't think it would be counterproductive at all. I think going back up to like 8 so I could get the 100 milligram Suboxone shot would be awesome. And then I could stop getting the shots. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. So listen, almost every person I've ever talked to that has been on the Suboxone shot has gotten the shot. and then they discontinue getting the shot, and then they have no withdrawal. Or they have really minimal withdrawal, okay? Yeah, they could give me a 100 milligram shot or less if they could. So, what I'm thinking is maybe they could give me the lesser one first, and since I'm not on a super high dose. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I think the Suboxone shot might be the way that I have to go. And if I have to find a new doctor that will take me, then I will, you know. I'm on Wellbutrin and Lexapro right now. And I'm going to tell you guys, Lexapro I hate Lexapro. I have hated it for the last 3 years, but I take it because when I don't take it, I get really, really, really sick. You know? Sorry, I don't mean to be so emotional, and I don't want to depress anybody. I'm just trying to show like the real mental hard part of coming off Suboxone, and that's where I'm at, you guys. Like, I'm mentally struggling. Yeah, the Lexapro, I don't even know why they gave it to me, Diane. Like, it sucks. It sucks. Why do I hate it? Because it doesn't do anything for me. Like it's supposed to be there to help me with my depression and anxiety, and it's not helping me at all, obviously. Obviously. No, my body doesn't hurt. Like, I'm pretty much past all the really bad physical withdrawals, and I'm more just really struggling with my mental health, my mental withdrawal. I think I might just start over. I don't know. I got to talk to my doctor. I really don't. A low dose of what's that? You mean benzos? No, I can't take benzos, baby. I just abuse benzos. I can't take them. I mean, I could, but I don't trust myself to take benzos. You know, I'm suffering though. Like, I'm suffering with my mental health, obviously. Like, if you're not showering for 4 days in a row and you're staying in bed all day, like, that's not healthy, and that's where I'm at. Since Wednesday, when we got home from looking at that house, I have been in bed. And I hate it, you guys. I hate that. I've never been on lithium. No, the only medications I've ever tried are Lexapro, Wellbutrin, Paxil, Zoloft, and Prozac. And when I've had my, no, I don't even want to get high, Diane. Like, that's not even an option, you guys. Like, honestly, I could be going through the worst depression, and getting high has not even crossed my mind. Like, I don't want to use drugs. I just want to be able to function. I'm so grateful that my job is from home, because if it wasn't, I'd be screwed. If I didn't work from home, I would be screwed. Right to Dream. I can't take Kratom, baby, because I will abuse it. I will overtake it, honey, and I don't want to be on that and then have to be like I am now with Suboxone. You know, I love you for recommending that, and I totally understand that if it helps you, but I can't trust myself with Kratom because I'll overtake it. And that's what I just want to do better. I want to feel better in the inside, and I don't. I was doing so good at the beginning of my recovery. You know, I was doing so good. My depression was doing well, and I want to tell you guys, like, it really started going downhill in 2020. that's when my depression really started going downhill. And I stopped functioning on a regular basis. And what I mean by that is, like, I just do the bare minimum of what I can do to function every day. I do the bare minimum of getting out of bed, taking my son to school. I don't even cook dinner like my husband cooks dinner for my son. You know, I just need to figure out what can help me, you know. And I know that, you know, medicine is not a magic cure, you know. I know that. But I need to find something that helps me along with the mental health help that I have. Because here's the thing, you guys. Like, I have access to therapy. I have all that, right? I have an amazing support system for my recovery and everything like that. I need to get my mental health in shape because it's out of shape right now. Yeah, Kayla, I think I'm going to have to talk to my doctor. I'm going to make an appointment on Monday. Yeah, outdoors helps a lot, but it's like snowing and icy here, and this is kind of par for the course for me during the wintertime. Like, I do struggle with seasonal depression, but on top of it, I'm trying to come off Suboxone, and I think that's just like a double whammy, and that's why I'm not feeling, you know, that's why I'm struggling. That's why I'm struggling a lot, y'all, is because not only am I struggling with my depression and my anxiety, or more so depression, very bad depression. But I'm also trying to come off this medication that I've been on for almost 7 years, and that's really fucking with me. Now I feel like such an asshole for telling people that they can do it. I feel like what I did for so long was I discounted the seriousness of trying to come off Suboxone, and I feel like such an asshole for doing that. Yeah, buddy, what's up?
Stop crying.
Okay, I am.
You know
all done.
Actually, never mind.
What? Come show everybody your... Nate, come show them your cute little tooth.
Well, I already showed them.
0.25, Aaron.
I already showed them.
But this is a whole new group of people. There's 76 people in here. Come say hi to everybody. I want to introduce you guys to my son.
Wait, how do you know?
Literally the only reason why I'm still here.
Wait, how do you know?
Know what? Because it says right there. Come say hi to everybody.
Hi.
They want to see you.
Oh.
Come on, boy. Come on. This is the apple of my eye. That's Nate. So tell them a little bit about yourself. How old are you? 7? He gets a little shy like his daddy does. He's not like his mom, an attention whore.
If we knew this,
what?
We could clone Onyx.
What? Clone him?
Yeah, that's possible.
But cloning people is taking... Okay, so let's talk about this, okay?
Mom, it was made in 1916 or something.
I know. Listen, yes, you can clone people nowadays, but listen... That's kind of like playing God, okay? So, like, playing God, taking life into your own hands. Would you want to be responsible for making and creating life?
What does that mean?
That's a big responsibility to have.
You don't know what I mean, do you?
You want to make another Onyx so that way we have him here still.
No, we would have to have his dead body.
Oh, to his DNA?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
My head was twisted.
Okay, so I was on 12 milligrams, Aaron, for 6.5 years. Well, no, 12 milligrams for 3.5, 4 years. Then I started tapering in 2019, and I got all the way down to 0.25. And what happened was, towards the end of my taper, I started to go back and forth, up and down. And so that's why I decided, I need to stop taking this medication because I'm going to go back all the way back up on my dose if I don't. So I said, okay, now's the time. Let's do this. We're going to jump. And so I got my doctor to prescribe me some comfort meds. I called my other support system, which is Dr. B and Dr. G, and I jumped off 0.25. I was doing really well. I made it 5 days without taking anything, and then I caved and took 0.25. Then I made it 10 days without taking anything, and then I caved and took 0.25. And then now I made it 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made it 11 days and didn't take anything and took 0.25. So what's causing me the most issues, you guys, is not the lack of sleep. It's not the withdrawals. It's not the physical withdrawals. It's my mental depression. It's my depression. Okay? And now I do feel better. I'm starting to feel a little bit better now that I'm sitting here talking to everybody. And I took 0.25 of a milligram of Suboxone, so I'm starting to feel better. The comfort meds they gave me was Clonidine, Ativan, and gabapentin. I have not taken any gabapentin because I hate the way it makes me feel. And the Ativan, I only had like 2 of those. So my doctor didn't want to give me too many because I do have a history of benzo abuse.
Mom.
Yeah, so...
I have a question. Can you give me Robux?
So mainly the only thing that I've used is Clonidine, and that's helped me a lot. But that's not the problem, you guys. The problem I'm having is my mental part, okay? Is my depression. And I'm struggling bad, man. I'm struggling. I can't, I'm sleeping all day, and that's not fair to my family.
Mom.
You're welcome, Kimmy. We're gonna keep doing this, girl. It's our pace though, and it's not other people's pace.
Mom.
Clonidine, gabapentin, Ativan.
Mom.
What, baby?
I have 46 Robux. Can you buy me 80 Robux that cost 99 cents?
Okay.
Cents. Not real life.
Do you mean $450? Or 80 Robux? Let's just get you the 800 so that way you won't bother me no more.
Okay.
Okay, how do I get them? Where do I get them at?
You're
Go back to it, please.
You're on it right now. That's it.
Okay.
Wait for them. See?
Okay. Don't ask me for any more after this, okay? And you're not buying them yourself, are you, son?
No.
You promised me? Okay, okay, there you go. There you go. My son has a bad habit of buying stuff on our credit cards himself.
Mom, you know that was an accident.
It was an accident. Don't call me an idiot. It was an accident, but he charged. All of a sudden, I looked on our bank statement, and it was like $9.99, $10.99, $6.99, $5.99, and luckily we had just gotten paid, or else we would have, we could have, failed or bounced a money, whatever it's called, bounced a check or whatever. Why take anything if you can go 11 days? Okay, so that's a great question. I totally understand why you're asking, okay? Honestly, because I'm literally, my depression is it's through the roof, man. And it's bad. I haven't gotten out of bed in 4 days. I hadn't taken a shower in 4 days. I just took a shower today, finally, to the point where I was crying so much that I have been crying for days. It's like I'm all cried out. And so that little 0.25 of a milligram is helping me a lot. Okay, it's really hard for me right now, you guys. And I know some people might not understand. They might think that's stupid to do that. Absolutely, Suboxone does help with depression. It absolutely does. Please look it up. There are research papers being done on it and everything. Suboxone absolutely does help with depression. Now, some people have reported that it helps with their depression at the beginning, and then they experienced Like what happened to me was, after being on it for so many years, it kind of had the reverse effect. But now that I have been taking myself off, that I took myself off, now it's having the effect that it had when I first started, which is that depression relieving and that helping me to feel like, okay, I can do this. You know what I mean? Now, at the beginning, it was the same way. When I first got on it, it helped me so much with my depression and my anxiety. But after about 2 to 3 years of being on the medication, it stopped and I started feeling really lethargic, really tired all the time, really overwhelmed. Well, I didn't think it was because of my Suboxone, so I went to the doctor and I got put on Wellbutrin, I got put on Lexapro at about 3 years in. Well, after getting put on those medications, at the beginning of being on those medications, they helped a lot, and I felt a lot better. Well, then what happened? The same thing happens. It's like the medication stops working. It's called treatment-resistant depression, if y'all have never heard of it. And a lot of people that have treatment-resistant depression go and they get on ketamine injections, which I've heard that helps a lot too, but I've never taken ketamine. I totally understand. I went an entire 14 days without it and had to start back because of my depression. Thank you, Crystal, for understanding. I already feel so much better. Yes, it does help with pain. And so it's helped me, y'all. Suboxone has helped me so much. Ray Dreamer says, then why get off of it? Okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys about why I've been trying to get off Suboxone. So I'm a huge advocate for MAT treatment. I'm probably one of the first women to ever talk about being on Suboxone openly on social media back 6 years ago, okay, before people really even started talking about medication-assisted treatment. Okay, now, sure, there was people. I started a YouTube channel. I started a Facebook group. I started a whole community around MAT and being on medication-assisted treatment. Okay, so when I first started sharing about it, I was met with a lot of ridicule. I was met with a lot of judgment. I was met with a lot of people looking down on me, telling me I wasn't in recovery, telling me that my recovery wasn't valid. And so that just pushed me even more to continue on my journey of sharing about Suboxone and helping other people that were on this medication who have been judged and looked down on. Okay, well, after being on the medication for a little while, and being basically denied and looked down on because I'm on this medication, I started thinking, well, maybe I need to come off this medication so that way I can show people it can be done. And also I can get the jobs that I want to get, you know, to help people and work in treatment, right? And freaking A, man, I felt I wanted to be able to help people and work in the recovery field. And I work in the recovery field. I work for a literal doctor, Dr. B here on TikTok. That's my boss. But I wanted to do more in the state of Arkansas. I wanted to do more here with rehabs and help people. And I wanted to be able to be off to say, look at me, I got off of this shit. You know what I mean? I don't need Suboxone to stay sober, which I don't feel like I need Suboxone to stay sober, but I cannot handle the depression part. Like, I can stay sober without Suboxone. Okay? Like I said, I don't want to get high. That's the last thing on my mind. Okay? It's the last thing of my mind. I felt so ashamed having to take a little piece after 7 days, but you made me feel better. Kimmy girl, we are literally doing the best we can. And if we got to take a little sliver of Suboxone every now and then to be okay, then honey, that's what we're going to do. And I don't give a damn what anybody says about me. Okay, I'm here for the people who are like me. I'm here for the people who are going through what I'm going through. And if you're not that person, that's okay. Sit back and watch and be supportive, or don't say shit at all. You know what I mean? But listen to me. I'm never going to say, I don't think Suboxone is a bad medication, you guys. And I don't think people are on it are, not in recovery. This medication helps so many different areas of my life besides just my opiate use disorder. Okay. And so I think what we need to do is we all need to start understanding that people are different and that maybe some people need to be on Suboxone. You know what I mean? And this doesn't block me spiritually. I've heard people say that too. Like being on subs blocks you from being able to really get sober and be spiritually connected. That's not true. Like, I'm probably one of the most spiritually connected to God that I've ever been in my whole entire life. Okay? I literally talk to God every single day now, and I thank him, and I ask him for guidance, and I ask him to help me to be a better person, and I ask him to give me the strength to help other people, and for somebody like me whose my whole life is focused on helping other people with their addictions, this is what I do. This is my strong point. Okay. And so, I'm starting to think that, you know what, maybe I'm meant to be that person that people can look to that's on subs, that have had a great success with this medication and who don't mind being on the medication. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want anybody to be discouraged because I've been trying to come off of it. One of the reasons why I wanted to come off subs is because I didn't like having to be chained to it. I didn't like having to go to the doctor every day. I didn't like having to, I didn't like my doctor being able to tell me, no, you can't utilize Cali sober. You can't do medical marijuana for your recovery because you're on Suboxone. I don't like that. I don't like my doctor telling me because you're on Suboxone, I can't prescribe you this medication because you're a drug addict. When literally the medication that he would be prescribing me would be helping me with my binge eating disorder. Okay. And I'm 230 pounds, borderline going to be on diabetic medication if I don't get fucking this weight off of me. Okay? And so I didn't like that. I didn't like having to be denied of being able to get the right treatment for myself because I'm on Suboxone. Okay? And that's more and more and more, I was starting to see that. I was starting to be denied the treatment that I need because of being on subs. And I hated that. And that's not cool. And so that is one of the main reasons why I wanted to get off subs, because I was being discriminated against. Okay? So I started coming down on my Suboxone in 2019. Okay, you guys? I feel so much better already. I'm sure y'all can tell. I started coming down off subs in 2019, okay? I was on 12 milligrams. The way me and my doctor did it, and if you ask me, this is the best way to do it because it's nice and slow and you don't experience really any withdrawal, is my doctor would take away 2 milligrams every 90 days until I got down to 6 to 4 milligrams. Yes, my Suboxone is a controlled substance. Yes, and the doctor that I saw, I was able to go every 90 days because I was on good behavior and I had never failed a drug test. Okay, so every 90 days we would take away 2 milligrams until I got down to 6 milligrams. Okay. 6 or 4, I can't remember. Then once we got down to that low amount, that's when we started taking away 1 or 0.5 every 90 days. Okay. And that's why I had such an easy time tapering. I think that's why I got a little cocky too, was because I had such an easy time with my taper. Like it was like no problem. But it was also because I was going so freaking slow on the taper. Do you know what I'm saying? The longest I went without was 11 days. 11 days. My eyes are so bloodshot from crying so much. So that's why I was doing so well on my drops, okay? I felt great. I was like, I can do this. This is going to be nothing but a thing. This is going to be no problem, right? So whenever I decided to jump off, okay, I was doing really good too then. But then, you know what happened? The fucking depression. The depression hit. And that's where I'm at. I'm at that point where the depression has gotten so overwhelming that I can't take it. Yes, I took a piece, Nicole. I did. I took a piece. I made a video about it so y'all could see that. Because I'm not going to be, you guys, I'm not going to be a liar. I'm not going to lie about it to you guys. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm doing great when I'm not doing great. I'm going to tell you. Hey, Will, thanks, honey. I'm trying. And here's the thing, you guys, like, I just want to help other people by sharing my journey. And I hope you guys understand, like, I know I'm super emotional, and I know that it can be scary to see somebody like me be so vulnerable and emotional with my emotions, but it's because I want you guys to see, like, I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling. Congratulations, Emily. Congratulations, girl. You just take your time, girl. If you're pregnant, you take care of that baby, and you don't worry about anything else, okay? And I was afraid to even come on here and tell you guys that I was struggling because I didn't want to discourage people. I don't want you guys to be afraid if you want to come off subs. I don't want you guys to be worried. But I want to show a realistic, I want to give you guys realistic expectations of what you could be going through, okay? And so, like I said, if you taper low and slow and you get down to a little tiny piece and you jump off and you have your comfort meds, the worst part of it is the fucking depression. Kaylee, it's not Kayla, I think her name is. She says, I just don't see why people can't just stop taking everything and let themselves get sick. Kayla, can I ask you a question, honey? Have you ever come off of anything like an opioid? Have you ever been a drug addict to an opiate? Have you? I see you're not are you not going to answer the question? No, but I have family members and I feel like people just make too many excuses in life. Okay, exactly. You have no idea. So your opinion here really don't matter, girl. If you actually had experience with the situation, I might give you a chance to say something, but you don't have no clue, baby. You have no clue. And I hope you never do. I hope you never do. Coming off of an opioid that I've been on for 7 years almost, that has helped me to get sober and stay sober, has been debilitating in my life. Okay. And it's literally made it to where I can barely function. And so I'm not talking about the physical withdrawal either. Honey, I went through the physical withdrawal the first week and a half, 2 weeks. I started my jump January 10th, if everybody can remember. Okay. Everybody remember, we started this journey back in January 10th. I went through the physical withdrawal. It's the freaking depression, man, that is like really, really, really fucking me up. And so I love your statements, Kayla, because the way you speak is just so judgmental. I won't, because as a mother, I wouldn't do that to my child. So you bring up some great points. I'm so glad you came in here with your judgmental ass comments, because now I get to help people understand the disease of addiction and pregnancy while addicted. So for those of you guys that don't know, I was addicted to drugs while I was pregnant with my son, and I gave birth to my son under the influence of methamphetamine. And you know what? I still don't forgive myself for that. I still hate myself for that. Okay, but you know what? I learned that I have to start trying to forgive myself, because addiction is a disease of the brain. When we are addicted to drugs, these drugs literally hijack our brains. Okay? We have no power. We lose the power of choice when we are addicted to drugs. All right? Do you think I was like, yes, guess what? I'm shooting meth the whole time I'm pregnant. I'm 9 months pregnant. I can't wait to have my baby high on meth. No! Every single day I cried my eyes out and wanted to take my own life. But I couldn't, because I had a life inside of me, and I was trying. I was trying to get off of the dope. I was trying to get sober and stay sober. Okay? But I wasn't doing well. I failed. Okay, and so when I finally was able to get help after my son was born, then I got help and my life has changed ever since. Okay, but the disease of addiction is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And those of you guys who have never, ever, ever experienced it will never, ever be able to understand what it's like. Okay, using drugs is a choice at the beginning. When a person takes a drug or alcohol into their body for the first time, that is a choice, okay? After that person takes that drug into their body, if they have the disease of addiction, which is a mental disorder that centers in the brain, if they have the disease of addiction, that person will use again and will enjoy the way it makes them feel and will use those drugs to escape reality. Now, there are some people who don't have the disease of addiction and they can use drugs, and you know what happens? They use drugs and then they say, Nan, I do not want to do this ever again. I'm stopping right now. I'm stopping right now. I'm never going to get high again. This is it. Bam. And that's those people that don't have the disease of addiction, okay? People that have the disease of addiction, I just block people who are not willing to listen or be educated, okay? You guys, if you want to be educated and you want to learn about the disease of addiction, I will help you, okay? And I will help you to learn about it. But if you don't want to learn about the disease, then I'm not going to teach you, okay? So, hold on. There we go. Okay. If you want to learn, though, and you want to understand the disease of addiction better, there you go, Coley, I made you a moderator. If you want to understand the disease of addiction better and you want to listen and learn, then you are more than welcome to be in here and I will help you understand. I'm not making excuses for myself, okay? I had to learn this myself because I too blamed myself. I thought, you know what, Nicole? You just are a piece of shit. You just obviously don't want to be sober. You don't want recovery enough. That's why you keep failing, right? And that's what I truly believed until I educated myself and I learned about how drugs and alcohol changed the chemistry of my brain. Okay? Do you understand that people have lifelong brain damage from using drugs and alcohol? Do you understand that when a person shoots meth or uses meth, that it literally makes the cells in their brain blow up? It goes into the cell and it explodes the cell, okay? That the dopamine that is produced when you are using meth is so 200 times overproduced. And then whenever that person tries to get sober, guess what happens? Their brain cannot produce dopamine. Their brain is shot. Okay? And so that's what's happened to me and many others. If you're an addict and you're in recovery and you find yourself like me, you're depressed all the time. You can barely get out of bed to function. You don't have any energy. That's because you have brain damage, just like I do. I have brain damage. Okay? And it's like, I don't mind people coming in and asking questions, okay? But if you're going to come in here and you're going to be rude and you're not going to be open-minded and try to learn, then I'm going to kick your ass out of here. Okay? I'm not saying this because I'm just making it up, all right? Addiction has been proven to be a disease, okay? There's all kinds of freaking criteria that you guys can read about it in the DSM-5. You can research it yourself, okay? You can learn yourself about the disease of addiction. If addiction was just a choice, then we wouldn't have all the people who are struggling and dying. Do you think these people want to die? Do you think they want to disappoint their families? Do you think I wanted to lose custody of my son? No. And I'll tell you guys, a person who has some great information on meth and what it does to the brain is my really good friend. His name is Robbie, and he's the TikTok addiction doc. Literally, you guys can go look him up. The TikTok Addiction Doc. I feel so much better. Like I'm finally starting to feel like I'm not so depressed. The TikTok Addiction Doc, okay? And he has a diagram that shows how methamphetamine affects the brain. And the reason why I talk about methamphetamine so much, you guys, is because methamphetamine has a different reaction on the brain than opiates or cocaine or any other drug. And let me tell you this, but opiates are also really bad for your brain. But they don't do what methamphetamine does. Hold on. I got to get this contour right. You guys, it's driving me insane. Okay? Thank you for being here, and thank you all for being willing to ask questions. Thank you for being here and supporting me. Like, I'm not trying to be rude to people, but I don't like it when people come in here and they say things like, addiction's a choice, ha ha ha, and laugh, and that's all they can say. Because they don't have anything to back up what they're saying. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't have any, they don't have anything, they don't have any education or anything on backing up what they're saying, okay? So we can actually learn together if y'all want to. I don't know a lot about, I know a lot about meth because I was a meth user, and I know a lot about opiates, but not about a lot of other drugs. So we can learn together, okay? We can ask questions. We can call Dr. B and ask Dr. B if y'all want to, okay? Does that look okay? Oh, yeah, that looks okay. Okay. This is the Chanel bronzer. Super, super duper, like, natural looking, I feel like. Like, it looks really good. In pictures and stuff, I really like it, you guys. It literally looks like my skin, you know? Oh, yeah. Let's do it right here. I like to do a little bit right there. Okay. And if you're a moderator for me, listen up. I don't mind people having questions, but if they're saying just hateful ass rude shit, block them. But other than that, if they have questions and they're polite about it, then I don't mind, okay? Okay. So I'm starting to feel a lot better. Thank you, Jesus. I just needed to take Suboxone. It's okay, Nicole. Sometimes you're going to have to do that. Okay. I lost 87 pounds, but I still see my fat face. Girl, that's called body dysmorphia. I totally understand. Totally understand how you feel. I struggle too, so I understand. Did you share your relapse prevention yet? Hey, Cod, I did. It's actually on my Facebook page if you want to go look at it. There's a post on my page. It's literally all typed out, but I can share with you guys right here a little bit if you want me to. What do you guys have questions about? Did I gain weight when I got sober? Absolutely. So when I was in my active addiction, I was probably like 130 pounds, okay? I was so skinny, and I felt beautiful when I was skinny like that. Then I gained weight when I got sober, and I got really fucking depressed. Really depressed. This blush is called Salty Siren by Nude Sticks. When I gained that weight, you guys, that made me so depressed. And that's another reason why I struggle with my depression, because of the weight that I've gained. Because I have never felt beautiful when I'm heavy, you know? Now, I'm not in therapy right now, but I was in therapy for the first 3 or 4 years that I was in, that I got sober. I probably need to get back into it now because I have been struggling quite a bit. But no, I'm not in therapy right now. I do have a sponsor that I work the 12 steps with, and she's telling me the same thing, that I need to go back into therapy. So that's probably what I'll do next. Yes, I am married. My husband is 43 and I'm 39. And we actually met. We were both in active addiction, and we both got sober together. Do they RX? I wish they did, Pod Chick. I'm trying to get it for my binge eating disorder. So I'll update you and let you know what happens. So I have a sponsor, okay? I have a huge support system, like as far as my family and my sponsees. And honestly, I have an amazing young lady that I work with, Micah, who I do coaching with, and she's like my best friend, basically. She's helped me so much, and she doesn't even know it. She's helped me get sober and stay sober. But she's using me to help her, but she's actually helped me. Yes, my husband is also on Matt. I will, Erica, I will. Yeah, I haven't taken Seroquel in recovery, but I had taken it in active addiction, and it made me eat so much. They put you on lithium instead? For what? For binge eating disorder? I have the worst binge eating, y'all. But I have been doing really well lately. But it comes in like waves to the point where I will eat so much that I make myself sick. And that really, really fucks with me too. That makes me super depressed because I'm struggling, with my weight. I've always struggled with my weight, like really, really bad. Even when I was a little kid. Sorry, my nose. My dad also struggles with his weight. And so did my mom. So all of us do. All of us do. Okay, when did I start using and how many times have I stopped? Okay, so Suboxone is what I use to help me get sober from opiate addiction, but I'll share with you guys my addiction that I had, my active addiction. Okay, so I started getting high when I was 17 years old. I was dating a guy. He was older than me, and it wasn't his fault, but he was older than me, and I was going to parties with him. We were doing all kinds of wild, crazy stuff, right? I started using, first of all, I started out drinking alcohol. For those of you guys that don't know, I am an alcoholic. When I drink to get drunk, so I don't drink anymore. Haven't drank in almost 7 years. But I started out with alcohol and marijuana, okay? And one day I was at a party and some people had some cocaine. So I tried cocaine. My junior year, I was on cocaine the whole year, man. I was snorting it in the bathroom. I was fucked up. Okay, me and my boyfriend at the time were using it. I was cheating on my boyfriend. I was cheating on him with another guy who was my boyfriend at high school. My other boyfriend went to a different school. And so me and my boyfriend at high school were getting high on cocaine together in the bathrooms and shit, in the locker room. Then I started using methamphetamine my senior year. Once I started using methamphetamine, I realized that it was way better than cocaine because it lasted longer and it got me higher, so for less money. So I started using methamphetamine. And all of this was because I was insecure, because I had low self-esteem, and because I didn't think I was good enough. And I'm telling you guys, this has a lot to do with it. A lot of women and men struggle with addiction, and it's all because of their low self-esteem and their low self-worth that they start using. And then because they have the disease, the predisposition to the disease, they when they start drinking or using, it's like they get out of control. So what Erin says is great. Erin says, what I don't understand is when I was younger, I tried everything, but I never got addicted. Erin, because you don't have the disease of addiction. So this is really important for everyone to understand. Okay? Some people, they don't have the disease. Okay? There's some people that are in recovery right now who don't have the disease of addiction. They just had an abuse problem. Okay? There's a difference in our brains. My brain is different than your brain. Our brains they don't work the same. I have the brain that has the disease of addiction. Okay? And so let me explain it to you guys like this. All right? What sets me apart from you is that when I take substances into my body, I have what you call the phenomenon of craving. Okay? You don't know what I'm talking about because when you take substances into your body and your brain doesn't go, "Woo, Aaron, we need more of that. Honey, go call the dope man. We'll go to any lengths to get it." That's the phenomenon of craving. It is a mental obsession to use a substance or do an act, let's say gambling, masturbation, sex addiction, that kind of thing, even though you know it's not healthy for you. Okay, that's the phenomenon of craving that sets us addicts and alcoholics apart from normal people. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Now, you can be a person who has a situational addiction, right? Where you were younger and you tried it and you were like, "Man, fuck that, I'm out of here," and now that you're older. But see, here's where a lot of that changes with opiates and drugs that cause physical dependency, because you can be addicted to those drugs or you can be dependent to those drugs without addiction. And so that's where that changes, okay? It changes that because a lot of people get on opiates and they're not addicts, but they got on opiates and they have the dependency. You know what I'm saying? So I think what happens like when we're younger, I think what can happen too is your addiction might not, show its cold, ugly face until you get older because of the circumstances of when you were younger. Maybe, you had strict parents who kept a good eye on you. And when you got older, you were able to kind of make your own decisions. And that can also play a part in it. You know what I'm saying? Oxys, yes. So Aaron, that's what I'm talking about. Like with drugs like that you could become physically dependent on. That's what happened to a lot of people who normally they would have never become addicted. But it was the dependence, right? That can turn into addiction. And so, yeah, I was born a drug addict. Okay. The moment I came out of my mom's womb, I had the disease of addiction, and I was already like showing like, how do I say this? Like being addicted to food, overeating, seeking instant gratification with sex and men. Okay. These are all like things that I started doing when I was younger as a young girl, a teenager and stuff. Like I see it with my son. My son's 7 years old and he is straight up like me. He's like me. He likes to, he likes instant gratification. He gets really, really, really into like video games and certain things, like almost like an obsession about them, and it's not, but what I'm trying to do while he's young is help him to have these things as healthy ways to utilize what he's going through and his way of thinking like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you're going to enjoy doing video games, I want to get him into like gaming where he can like videotape himself and have his own little YouTube channel and, do it for a living, and make money off of it. And I want to encourage him to do things in a healthy way. But I'm telling you guys that my addiction was showing its ugly face and I was not doing things in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my ear itches, you guys. Oh, I feel so much better. How do you find my YouTube channel? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. If you click the link in my bio, there is a YouTube link up there. You can just click it, or you can click the link right below that, and it'll open it up to my link tree. Tonight, we're having a members only meeting if y'all want to come. but it's a membership on my YouTube channel. So I want you guys to know it's $5, okay? But it's not like it's a membership on my YouTube channel. You don't have to join the membership if you don't want to, but it's a members only meeting that we're having tonight on YouTube. But if you don't want to do that, we're also having a meeting on Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Clubhouse, and that's completely free. It's going to be me and my friend Diana. She's co-hosting it, and this is what I've been doing ever since I got sober, is helping other people. And I think I just need to really get focused on helping myself, you guys, because I've spent so many years doing service work and helping others that I've lost. I do, Colo. I do have my Patreon. It's $2 a month, and I upload videos there like once a week or so, and they're just like long videos, like my hour-long videos here on TikTok. I upload those. Like, I'm going to upload this video on there, on my Patreon today. So that way everybody that's in there can see where I'm at and what's going on. But more so, the Patreon is more so like for my old school viewers, because I've always had it. So if I were you, if you really want to support me in some way, I would join the membership on YouTube, because that is going to be more, that's going to be more hands-on. And like I said, we're going to be doing meetings every Friday at 6. But guess what? Our meeting is going to be tonight, because last night I lost internet connection. So if you want to get in on my membership meeting tonight on YouTube, all you have to do is go to my bio and click the first box, and it'll take you to the join button. And that's going to happen tonight at 6 p.m. Central, if y'all want to join it. And that little $5, honestly, you guys, it just helps me out a lot, because it helps me out on my YouTube channel, because I have a membership to this thing called StreamYards that I pay for every month. So when you guys do that, it helps me to pay for my StreamYards. You know, it helps me to be able to make my thumbnails and just different things that I put into my YouTube channel to make it fun and do the thing. I do have a podcast. It's called Real Talk Recovery, and it's on the Anchor podcast channel. And I have like 4 or 5 podcasts on there. But mainly I do my YouTube channel, because I do like hour-long live streams where we just talk about life, and I talk about what I'm going through, and I talk about my recovery. I used to do like meetings and stuff there. I haven't been doing meetings that much anymore, because I've been struggling with my own recovery. So, with my taper and everything. So that's why I haven't been doing meetings anymore. But I'm starting my meetings back here on TikTok, and they'll be every night at 7 Central here on TikTok. We do a recovery meeting. So you guys are all welcome to come and join me.
I just got banned from Roblox I didn't get banned from it, but I got banned from other games. For no reason.
What happened? Did you write something in the chat, Nate?
No, you can't. It was blurred out, or if you did.
Okay.
I don't know what I did.
May I ask you what you were addicted to? Absolutely. So I was addicted to multiple substances. I'm what you call a poly drug addict. I was addicted to methamphetamine, opiates, cocaine, and Xanax, and alcohol. I've never been addicted to marijuana, because I just didn't use it. I mean, I smoked when I was younger, but I've never been addicted to marijuana. Like, I could take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? But I have had addictions to opiates, benzos, and methamphetamine were my main addictions. Now, when I was probably 20, from the age of 20 to about 24, I was addicted to shooting cocaine. Really bad. And I shot cocaine to the point where I would run out of money, and I would go to my drug dealer and I would beg him to give me more. And then it got so bad that I started having sex with him for free drugs. What drug was my biggest stronghold? Honestly, opiates and methamphetamine were the biggest stronghold that I had. They were my biggest problem. And that's why I got on Suboxone, because I had tried to get sober about 10 different times. And and I kept relapsing. And when I tell you, like, I tried to get sober, like, I went to meetings, I got a sponsor, I went to rehab 6 or 7 different times. Okay, I was doing the 12 steps. I did my 4th step. I was working a job. Like, I was really trying. I was giving it my all. Okay. Hey, girl. But I kept relapsing. And so that's why I got on subs. But I was addicted bad to meth. Bad. If I had to say which drug was my worst, I would say methamphetamine. Because I was addicted to methamphetamine from the time I was 17 to the time till the time I got sober. And if I had to say the drug that had the worst effect on me was methamphetamine, because I would go into these hallucinations and I wouldn't eat or drink for like days and days on end. And I would shoot up so much meth. I would shoot up enough meth to put a grown man in hallucinations. But I was so addicted to it. I'm doing good. I'm doing better now. I took 0.25 of my Suboxone, so I feel a lot better. Whew. Did you ever try to stop without using subs? Absolutely. Absolutely. I tried many times. And I would fail. Then I started going into rehab because I couldn't get sober. I couldn't get sober on my own. And so that's when I started going in and out of rehab. I didn't try Suboxone until the very last. It was my last. I feel better. It was my last ditch effort was Suboxone. It was the last thing that I tried. And it was the thing that actually helped me to get and maintain sobriety from all those drugs that I was addicted to, because I haven't used any illicit substances in almost 7 years, 6.5 years. July will be 7 years. So rehab didn't ever offer me Suboxone. Every time I went into rehab, they would put me into detox. They would detox me for about 5 days, and then I would go into residential care, which was like, we would have meetings, we would have group classes, we would be in class from like 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock. Okay? When I went to detox, what they gave me to detox the first time was Librium, and I don't remember what else, but they didn't give me subs. They gave me nothing for my opiates. They just gave me Librium and watched my blood pressure and took my vitals. Then this last time I went into detox, they gave me subs, but they only gave it to me for 4 or 5 days, and then they took it away. So they gave me 1 whole Suboxone the first day, half of one the next day, a quarter of one the next day, and then nothing. And that was the last time I went to treatment. Then you go into residential and they don't give you anything. So I was actually completely sober from everything when I came out of treatment in 2015. My son had gotten taken away from me by CPS. Okay, and my husband had gotten on Suboxone while I was in rehab. Okay. How was the last time with little subs? Honestly, that was the best detox I've been to. And I wish that I don't want to say this because I don't want to make anybody discouraged. But I think that if I had stayed, I don't think I would have stayed sober because I was struggling. That's why I got on subs when I got out. But sometimes I think back to that and I think, should I have gotten on subs? Maybe I should have stayed off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can go to detox to get off Suboxone if I want to. And I've absolutely thought about that. I've absolutely thought about putting myself into a detox center to come off subs. But if I was going to do that, I would really need to go in there like after I had been off for like 5 days or so, because the real withdrawal didn't really kick in for me until about 4 or 5 days in. And that's when I started feeling really horrible. Was the pain really bad when I went into a detox? No, No, actually, it was not that bad at all. And that's also another reason why, like, I felt like I could do this Suboxone detox so easy. Because the last time I went through detox, it wasn't that bad. But I think also, you guys, because I'm getting older, you know, it has a, you know, hey, Micah, I was just talking about you. There's my Micah girl, you guys. She has helped me so much to stay sober. I'm supposed to be helping her, but she's actually helped me. She's my, I'm her coach, and she's my sponsee, I guess you could say, or coachee. But she's helped me stay sober, and she doesn't even know it. Hey girl, I love you too. You look beautiful all the time. Listen to me. I was on your live the other day, Meg, and you had them titties out, girl, and they was looking so good. They were popping. I know all them people in there were looking at them too, because I was. You be posting too much political shit. What were my worst withdrawal symptoms? Well, when I was when I went to detox, or this time? I'll tell you, this time the worst was diarrhea. The diarrhea and the restless legs and not being able to sleep at night. Girl, your titties are so nice. I was like, damn. I mean, I'm not a lesbian or anything, but like, I could be. Why are you embarrassed? It's true. They're beautiful. I'm like, they are gorgeous. Gorgiana, girl, Gorgiana. Now I'm feeling better. My whole do you see how much I feel better just from taking that little itty bitty 0.25. I feel so much better. I feel like I can function. I feel like I can come up here and make videos and talk and do my makeup and just be here, be stable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was feeling so depressed and so unstable. We're going to do a cut crease. Okay. And who wants to feel like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to feel like that, especially with my seasonal depression the way it is. It's like, I just feel horrible. Had 100 people on here and I'm crying my eyes out like a baby. You know, that's crazy. I was embarrassed, really embarrassed. Yes, Colo, this is my plan. Y'all want to hear my plan? Because I have a plan. I have a new plan. So my new plan is to stick at 0.25 and talk to my doctor on Monday and see if they will let me be a candidate for the Suboxone shot. Okay? If they'll take me back up. I'm going to beg them, basically. All right? If they won't let me do that, then I'm going to stick and stay at the 1 milligram, or at the 0.25 of a milligram where I'm at, and just chill out for a while at this and get myself back mentally sane. You know what I'm saying? I have a plan. That's the plan. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's a good plan or a bad plan? Okay, what are we going to put? We want to put something really pretty on this. I have all these really pretty colors in here. Yeah, so Amanda, I want to be able to use the Suboxone shot to get off of Suboxone and to get off of taking it every day. So what my plan is to be able to utilize that Suboxone shot for like 1 or 2 months and then just discontinue it. Stop taking it. So that way I can have an easier time tapering off subs, because all the people I've seen who are utilizing Suboxone have been able to, here's my smoke, we're going to use this color, have been able to use Suboxone to stop taking subs. Do you see what I'm saying? You're going to be okay, girl. You'll be okay on one, I promise you. I promise you. And if you're overtaking your meds, just be honest with your doctor about it. I had the same problem when I first got on Suboxone. Okay? I had the same problem. And I was overtaking my medication because I started out on 8 milligrams. That's why my doctor put me up to 12. Yeah, they could, Kimberly. They could. But that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be an easier way for me to come off this medication. Okay, hold on. Let me get this on here. What do y'all think about that idea? Colo, what do you think about that idea? Because I don't want to stay in my bed another freaking 5 days in a row, you guys. Like, I don't want to be like this. I can't do this, man. You know? Yeah, my doctor wouldn't either, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to beg him. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why they won't do that. I don't understand. Like, what, you know, it's almost like they want me to relapse, you know, to get back on, to go back up. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you help me to be able to get the shot? That's what I don't understand. You know? Yeah, no need to suffer. I'm over here killing myself. You know? And it's so, you guys, I don't think you understand. Like, I'm not the kind of person who I want to be going and doing stuff. I want to have fun. I want to be able to make videos and laugh and help you guys with your recovery. You know what I'm saying? And so I haven't been feeling like that. And you know that's not me. You know, me is, I'm on here. I'm helping you guys with your recovery. I'm doing stuff with my little boy. I'm taking him for walks. We're going to the park. But I just haven't been myself. Okay. So I'm only taking 0.25. So I really can't split anymore. Oh, are you talking about you? Okay, so just so you know, this is not medical advice, but I'll tell you what the best thing you could do, okay? Take half in the morning and half in the afternoon. That will save your ass. Promise. I feel so much better, you guys. Lord help me. I just cried to the whole internet. You're so crazy, Nicole. Okay. Damn, I look good. Okay. Now, and I just, like, I let it dry because I didn't blow dry it. And now look, it's kind of like curly and stuff, wavy-ish. Okay. I think so too, TikTok Queenie. Queenie, your name's Megan, right? Is it okay if I say that? Honestly, if you don't feel like you need to take the afternoon dose, you don't have to take it. Because Suboxone will last in your system over 24 hours. Okay, good. My husband's going to be so happy that he's going to come home and see me up. You know, he's going to see me up and about, and I haven't been up and about in days. Yesterday when he got home, I was asleep. Here, I know what I'm going to do. Some. Absolutely. Okay, let's do a little bit of eyeliner. Okay. And for everybody that's in here and that has been supportive, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here and being supportive of me and not taking my struggle and making fun of me. Like I know so many other people are going to do. And that's another thing that has made me like really not want to share my journey, is because of the hate that I get from people online. You know? Really, Kimberly? Okay, that makes me not feel so bad then. Thank you for that, baby. Kimberly, what happened? Can you tell me why? What happened after 30 days? Would you mind telling me? Like, I'm not judging you at all, honey. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you for going back on it instead of going back out. And that's what I don't think people understand, you know? I don't think people understand that, yep, mentally, that's exactly what I'm going through. Exactly what I'm going through. My mental part is just so hard. Okay. Damn, that was a good wing. I gotta get this one good wing done. Okay. It's like I was so depressed. And this depression, this couple of days, just knocked me for a loop, you know? And it was like, I can't get out of bed. And that's what really messed me up. Okay. Oh. These wings are hard, you guys. Hold on just a second. Now I feel so much better. I got some makeup on. I'm chatting with my friends on TikTok. Like, I'm feeling so much better, you guys. So much better. Okay. Yes. Looks good? Oh, this one's a little bit shorter, but we ain't going to mess with it because we know what'll happen if we do. We'll fuck it up. They do. And I know that. Like, I know that people are just sick and that they are struggling too. And that's why, you know, they're saying what they're saying. But it's like so hard sometimes when you're like in the moment and you're really feeling like crap and you're really trying so hard and you want to help other people and you want to encourage other people, you want to inspire other people. and then you feel like you're a failure, you know? And that's exactly what I felt like. I felt like I was a failure. Okay. I cannot wait till our other makeup comes in that I ordered, you guys. I ordered some more of these. And when I tell you, these are so beautiful. I ordered some pink ones and some red ones. And when I tell you, these are so beautiful. I ordered some pink ones and some red ones and some dark purple ones. So, y'all know I can't go without my glitter. My glitter. Okay. I'll show you what it looks like up close. So we're going to put a little bit of glitter on there, and then we'll be done. And we'll do our lips, okay? I got to pray for them haters. You're right. You're right. That's what I got to do. A lot of them are just jealous, you know, and I know that. I know that they're just jealous that they don't have a good life like I do, and they don't have, you know, their kids back, or they don't have the job that I have. And a lot of people give me a hard time because I have a job where I work at. They're jealous or something of it. I don't know why. I worked really hard to get my job, but they are. And so people feel like I got over because I have a job working where I work. Oh, we're going to do this instead. Danessa Myricks. I told you all about these. It's called Fantasy. Let me show y'all. These are my favorite. This one's a little watery, and I don't know why, but I just spilled some of it on my hand. A whole glob of it, actually, not some. Damn it. It's so beautiful. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, it's running down my hand now. This is what we're going to use instead of the glitter, because it's just as good as glitter. Those inner corners are because of this stuff. And this stuff is called the Danessa Myricks Color Fix, Cream Color Fixes. When I tell you guys, they are the bomb. Love you, Nate. You're my baby, you know that? And I love you more than life itself, you know that? Okay, just making sure that you know how much you mean to me. Oh yeah, you see that? I put that on my eyelids, you guys. Let's get it off my hand. Lord, that was a lot. That just wasted all that. Pisses me off. When I tell you guys, this stuff is like liquid gold. Liquid gold. Wow, that looks great. That was called Fantasy by Danessa Myricks, and they're so easy to use. Like, I literally just put it on there, and look, now it's like glowing. Glowing like gold, y'all. Glowing like gold. Okay. So, now we'll take a little bit back of the brown, the dark brown. I know, right? It's beautiful. Take a little bit of that dark brown, and then we'll go right here. Doot, 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 doot. Just to kind of blend it in a little bit better. Oh. Okay. All right, cool. Now I feel beautiful. I feel beautiful today. Thank you guys for going through this hard little transition with me. I know I was super depressed and crying, and I know a lot of you guys get upset when I cry and stuff, so I'm sorry. I just needed to get it out. I feel so much better now. And now that we have that down, now we are going to get the primer for our eyelids, or for our eyeshadow, or for our mascara. Get it right, Nicole. We need to do, me too, Doris. Listen, I'm telling you guys, when I get it done, we'll go in my bedroom and I'll show you guys this lady's makeup. She's so amazing. And they're not too expensive. They're like 17 or 18 bucks for those glitter, the tubes, but she has them in matte colors. She has them in foils. She has them in glitters, and they come out of that tube. And look, it is dry. It ain't going to move around. Like, it is done. Yeah, the eyeshadow the thing I just put on was called Fantasy by Danessa Myricks Color Fix. But the other thing I put on underneath was the Hourglass Smoke, the like glitter eyeshadows. Okay, let's get this primer on my eyelashes because I have short, stubby little eyelashes. I need to start getting some lashes is what I need to do. I haven't used lashes in years. I used to use them when I first got sober, but I stopped just because I wasn't like, going out of the house. But I think I might start using them again. Okay, let's get the glitter. Wait, this is what I was going to do. I always throw on a little bit of glitter. Okay, so we'll put on just a little bit just to put in here. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, this is like a goldy bronze glitter, so it goes perfect with everything that we got going on here. Okay. All right. Damn, my skin looks really good too. Okay, let's get our Hourglass palette and take this white color right here. Okay. You guys should see my face in person. Like, it looks really good. Okay. And then we're going to take that bronzer that's on here. It's like a glittery bronzer. And we are going to put a little bit of that. And then we got to do some highlighter too. We got our face on for once. Can you guys believe it? I got out of bed and put on my face. And you guys helped me to do that. Okay. Now we are going to get my blush palette that I love with this beautiful blush that has like sparkles in it. It's like really good. And it makes my skin look glowy. Watch. Okay, and then we'll use the highlighter in here, which is super glittery, but it's still pretty. We'll use it anyway. So we'll take the one that's not glittery first and go whoop. Okay. All right. And then we'll take the glittery one, which is pretty. All right, perfect. Now let's go in our room and get our mascara, and I'll show you guys what I was talking about, the Danessa Myricks stuff that I want you guys to look at so y'all can buy it for yourselves. So good. So good. Okay. Oh, I used just a, it's honestly not a foundation. It's a moisturizer. It's a tinted moisturizer. Okay. But I got good skin. My skin's been doing pretty well lately. I got a couple of breakouts on the bottom around my chin that are hormonal. But other than that, it's been looking pretty good. Okay, let's get the lights going on in here. I've had the lights off because I've been in a cocoon in here. Hiding out, you know. Thank you, Jesus, for helping me. Thank you for giving me the strength to get my butt up and get out of this depression and be honest with my followers. Thank you, Lord. Okay. Let's get the mascara. That's right, Crop Queen. It's an illusion, baby. Okay. Okay, I'll show you all what I'm talking about. Denesomyrix.
Can you get out of here?
Why?
I'm turning.
You could go. I'm not going to go in there. Nate, go.
Can you not bring the stuff in somewhere else?
No, Nate, go. I'm not going to come in there. Why would I get out of my own room? You can go to the bathroom.
No, I'm also hungry.
Okay, what do you want me to make you to eat? Turkey sandwich?
Yes.
I'm going to make myself one.
Can you do it now?
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
I want the cheese melted.
The cheese melted. Okay, or do you want me to make tuna? Because I'm thinking I might make some tuna. Okay, I'm going to put some pickles in it too. I'm putting pickles in the tuna.
No, I don't want pickles in my tuna.
Okay. Hey, grab that dish and bring it downstairs. Do me a favor. Grab that dish and bring it.
Give me the tuna after you haven't put pickles in it.
Okay.
And then make me a sandwich of it.
Okay, bring me...
I want the bread toasted.
Okay, do me a favor. Bring me down that dish, please. Watch out. Jetta had an accident. My dog peed on the floor again. God damn it. Sorry, guys. So annoying. My poor little dog. She can't help it. And I've been preoccupied with myself. So, poor thing. Pee-peed had an accident. I love tuna with pickles. And I would put some eggs in it, but I don't have any. Oh, no, I do. I'm going to boil some eggs, too. See, I'm feeling so much better that I'm going to be able to make something good for us to eat. You know, and I couldn't do this before because I was so upset and so depressed. You know, that's how shitty I was feeling. I don't think people understand how serious it is for moms, you know, in recovery to not feel like shit all day long. Okay. Let me get... Oh, I feel so much better. Okay. Oh, that's too small, I think. All right, here we go. This is perfect. You know? Ugh. I was feeling horrible, dude. I could not even fucking function. I feel so much better now. And it's hard. It's hard coming on here and saying, like, you know, hey guys, I'm not doing well. Because people make me feel bad. People make me feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm going to put on this mascara, guys. Because I'm so pumped about this eyeshadow. Looks so freaking good. Okay, cool. Now let's get our tuna out. Tuna! I only got 2 cans, so I don't have a lot. I need to boil some eggs. Do we even have pickles? Damn it, I ain't even got no pickles. That sucks. Oh well. I guess I'll just make it with eggs. Okay.
Mom?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
One time I was standing on
You're lucky we didn't got no pickles. You're lucky. But I am going to boil some eggs.
This one time I was standing on a plate and it broke.
Yeah?
And I blamed Onyx.
You are finally getting honest, huh?
already.
You did?
Dad.
Okay, good. Did you feel guilty for blaming the dog?
No.
Well, obviously, if you're getting honest about it now, you did.
I didn't.
I do because I have put so much of my journey online. I feel like I owe everybody an explanation, honestly. You know, I started out in 2018, 2017, sharing my story online, and I've been doing it ever since. Yeah, buddy.
You know where Elmo goes?
What? Where?
Oh, yeah, I forgot I burned him.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Okay. Will you take the trash out and put it in the trash can outside?
What trash?
In the garage.
No.
Nathaniel!
I'll do it tomorrow.
No, you can do it right now. Stop it. You ain't got no reason to say no. You're just a kid. This kid right here, y'all, I'm telling you what. He's just a little turd knocker. Thank you, Nate. Love you. I know, you hate doing chores.
I'll throw it on the ground.
No, go out there and put it in the trash can, Nate. Come on. You're not a baby. Okay. Or else I'm not going to make your tuna. How about that? Threatening your life. That's right. No tuna fish for you, my boy. Do you want cheese on your sandwich?
No.
I love
So
putting
you're
cheese.
making me a tuna fish sandwich.
Yes, on toasted bread.
I say sandwich.
Yeah, he's my reason for living, if y'all didn't know that. I saw a TikTok the other day, and it said, some people, their only reason why they're still here is because of their kids. And I was just like, damn, man, that's so true. And I do get pretty depressed, and most of the time I don't have suicidal thoughts or anything, but sometimes I do.
I was too scared to put one of the trash cans in because there used to be a spider.
Okay, Nate. Do we have any more tuna anywhere else in this house?
I put the other two ones.
Okay, that's good. I'm proud. That's fine. Will you do me a favor and pick up everything that you have thrown on the ground in there? Pick it all up for me, okay?
I don't have any.
Hey, pick up all the stuff in there except for that one boot, okay? Because it's on the spot for me. It is true. It is true. It's hard, especially for a lot of us who struggle with mental health. Yes, my mental health has been shot for a while now, and I've got to get it under control. My husband is doing so good, you guys, like so good. Usually it's him that's not doing good, and it's me that's doing good, but he has been doing so freaking good. I'm so proud of him. I could literally cry. That's how proud of him I am. Okay, Nate, what else do you want? I'm so proud of him, guys. Do what? I see that. Did you pick up everything like I asked you to? Pick up all your stuff that you have thrown out here. Okay, put your shoes by the door. Hang up your jacket on the... just put it somewhere. Make it all look nice and neat in the living room for me. Okay? While I make your tuna. We'll work together. It's an even trade. Okay? What, baby? No, my husband's never going to come off, I don't think. He doesn't want to. He's fine. He's happy where he's at. And honestly, I was too until I started thinking I needed to be off. Okay. But I don't know. I'm still going to be debating. I don't know what I'm going to do. My plan is to go talk to my doctor about Suboxone and see if I can just get on the shot so I can walk off easier. Do you know what I'm saying? I need more mayonnaise, but that's enough. Okay. Do you want some Tostito chips to go with it? Bring me down any trash you have in your room, Nate.
I don't have any.
No trash. Go pick up your room, too. I got him doing all kinds of stuff. I have full coverage insurance. I have PPO insurance, so it won't be expensive for me at all. But if I didn't have insurance, then yeah, it would be super expensive. I don't understand why it's so hard to find. I don't understand. Like, I do understand, like, what you're saying, because, like, there's only one place that does it here in Little Rock. But I don't understand. Like, you think they would make it more available because people need it. He's me so happy. This is going to make him happy. He loves tuna fish sandwich. Y'all. Oh, you're having depression because of the Suboxone? That happened to me too after I'd been on it for a couple of years. But then when I discontinued taking it and then restarted, then it helps me with my depression. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Thank you so much. Oh, Monica, I took 0.25 today. I just made a video about it too. But I'm doing better. Like I had to, girl. I hadn't been out of bed in 3 days. 3 or 4 days. There you go, Nate. But I'm doing much better. I'm going to talk to my doctor, like I said, about Suboxone. Hopefully I can get it. Oh, yeah. I'm hungry. Yeah, the depression is hard, honey. It is very hard. You can do you do whatever's best for you. I don't want to tell you, like, I know how you feel, believe me. I totally understand. Oh. Yep. Yep. It's ready, my dear. It's right over there. Oh. My brother. Love you, son. Yeah, I had to take something now. I was not feeling good. Like I said, I might just stay on 0.25 for a couple months and try to ease my way off that later on. But right now, I'm just struggling, you guys. I feel so much better. So I totally understand. If you have to, you know what I said, stay on. Like I'm pretty much decided. I'm pretty much making up my mind that I'm going to be on 0.25 for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of try to taper. Just try to pause myself and let myself get back together and get my mental health back in check. Because I can't, y'all. I cannot. I had not been out of my bed in days. Like, I have been sleeping for days. That's not healthy, dude. I don't want to be like that. And if 0.25 of Suboxone helps me to manage my day, then so be it. I'm not going to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Jessica, it's so hard, girl. My mental... And on top of it, not to mention the mental part, but then I'm trying to help other people. And so I got to have my mind right. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be laying in bed not functioning. You know? And that's what was happening to me. I haven't been functioning. Last night, Savannah called me in the middle of the night, Jessica. I don't know what's going on, but something's going on with one of Michelle's friends who's struggling. Her and her husband are struggling, so they wanted me to talk to her. And I have a lot of people that call me like that. Like, they call me for help, you know? And so, before 0.25, I was on half a milligram. Then before that, I was on 1 milligram. Then before that, I was on 2 milligrams. Yeah, Savannah. I'm still here. Now we're going to eat something. And I'm not crying anymore. I feel better. So, my plan? No, I didn't. What's going on with her? My plan is to chill out, pause at 1.25, and just reevaluate, regroup. Y'all know what I mean? I'm trying my hardest. I really am. Jessica, that's where I'm at right now. Because the depression I have been experiencing, yeah, the depression is the hardest part, y'all. The reason why I wanted to come off was because I was tired of having to go to the doctor and, like, basically have them tell me what I can and can't do, you know? Like, as far as, like, my medication for binge eating disorder, my, and listen, that part's not even that big of a deal. Like, I can go to the doctor. It was more because I felt like without getting off Suboxone, that I won't be successful, that I can't do the things I want to do. You know what I mean? And that's why I felt like I can't be a I can't be a counselor if I am on Suboxone. I can't, and that's just not true. I can do all the things that I'm doing and help people. I just need to find a different way to do it. So I think I'm just going to stay at a low dose and reevaluate. You know what I mean? I thought she was on the Mac clinic. Queenie, she's on some methadone. Monica, I love you, girl. I'll always be honest with you guys. No? Oh. Because she had take-home bottles of methadone. I'm worried about her, dude. I'm going to have to call her. Her sister is harassing her. Do you know who her sister's account is? I'm trying to find out who her sister's account is so I can go look. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. She won't tell us. Her sister's making videos about her, though. Yeah, find out. She's being so mean. Dude, Jessica, her name's Jessica Smoke Fairy. Her sister is a bitch. Yeah, Jess, that's who we're talking about. I love her too. Me and my sister get into fights, but she would never bash me online. Oh, her sister's mean, girl. She talks really bad about her. She tried to press charges on her. Sorry, y'all. I'm hungry. Boiling eggs. She had a standoff. Why? Dude, she's gonna get arrested. Blunts, I have been laying in the bed for days, man. Finally got out of bed. I know, right? I'll call her. I have her number. I should have freaking... I feel like I've been pushing myself too hard. You know? For what? Thank you. Thank you, Ambrosia. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. We did my makeup together. Okay. Let me get these dishes cleaned up, and then we'll go upstairs, and I'll show you guys the makeup I wanted to show y'all. Now that I can actually function, get out of bed. Lord help me, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me the strength to be honest and do what I need to do to function. And you know, I don't think people understand. People that have never like taken subs long term, they don't understand like what it's like. You know what I mean? To struggle with with trying to come off in the depression. And I understand like not understanding, but what makes me upset is when people are like, why don't you just do this? Like it's just that easy. And I'm telling you guys, like, I feel like such an asshole because I used to tell people to just taper low and slow, low and slow. And now that I'm experiencing it, now I know it's a lot harder than just tapering low and slow. The tapering part isn't the hard part, you know? And then I have like some friends, like this one guy that follows me on here, he got off subs and he's doing great. And he's like, I've never felt better. And I'm like, what? How? You know, how? Like, I wish that was my experience. And like I said, it's not the, why am I stuttering? It's not the withdrawal physically. It's the mental part that I am struggling with that is kicking my damn ass. You know? And I know people watch me and they think that I'm like mentally unstable and shit like that because I see the haters. I see my haters literally talk about my mental health and try to diagnose me with mental health illnesses. Because I'm so emotional. And I'm like, dude, whatever. One girl tried to diagnose me with histrionic personality disorder. Another girl tried to diagnose me with a class B personality disorder. What's on my nose? Which is basically like BPD, histrionic personality disorder, all that. And they talk about me, and they like talk about my mental health because I'm emotional and because I cry. They call me dramatic because I'm vulnerable, because I cry. Honestly, you guys, when I start crying, it's because I'm really feeling, you know, and I've always been like that, you know. Before I started using drugs, I was the same way. When I started using drugs, I stopped being so emotional. They ain't met Michelle, I know. I'm like literally, honestly, I'm the normal one. out of everybody, I feel like. They think I'm unstable or some shit. And I love my sister to death, but my sister was the definition of unstable when she was having problems with her mental health. My sister would roll up on people and beat their motherfucking asses at their own house. My sister would literally not think twice, you know, about it. And I am pretty even killed. So that's why I can't believe it when people like try to say shit. Like, honestly, what if I was? What if I was BPD or a Class B personality disorder or histrionic personality disorder? What if I was? You know, like, why would you act like that's cool to sit there and talk shit about someone's mental health? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that. Yes, my sister is out of control. And even when she's on her meds, she still has that out of controlness. But she is the sweetest, most amazing, loving person you will ever meet. Because she just has a mental health stuff. But I am just, the reason why I cry is because I have such a big heart. And I am so compassionate, and I have so much empathy and feeling for other people. I don't think people understand. I cry all the time when I watch these videos. Me too, Doris. Me too. So I totally know what you mean, Doris. I'm the same freaking way, girl. And people try to act like I'm weird or something because I have feelings, you know? Like, what the fuck? Okay, I feel so much better now that I ate something, y'all. My son does not listen to a thing I say. I asked him to please pick up, and he did not pick up one single thing. Nate, you didn't pick up anything I asked you to pick up, you little booty butt. Oh, well. Oh, well. I love him. Kids will be kids. Okay. Now let me show you all the eyeshadows that I want to show you, and we'll eat some Skittles together. Okay. Woo! Like this video right here is going to go on my Patreon because how long I've been on here, people will love it. Or I might put it on my YouTube channel, even better. Okay. Let me show you guys where you can get these beautiful eyeshadows, okay? Okay. Danessa Myricks Beauty. Now, this is the lady who makes these eyeshadows that I have on. Okay. Ready, guys? Okay, these are what they're called. Infinite Chrome Flakes. Oh. Shut up now. These are them. And so I got that color, and then I got this color. Aren't those pretty? So, anyway, I'm going to get off here, you guys, and make some videos and let everybody know I'm okay. If you guys want to join me tonight at 6 for our members only group, like I said, the members thing is $5.99 on my YouTube channel. You don't have to join it. It's just for people that want to support my YouTube channel. The link to it is in my bio. It's the first box that you click. After you go to my link tree, there'll be a box that says Friday members only, 6 p.m. You click that and then you can join. I will post the link to that meeting on my YouTube community tab. Also, if you guys want to join us on Monday nights on Clubhouse at 6 p.m. Central, me and Diana are going to be doing a meeting, and all are welcome, okay? And that's at 6 p.m. Central, and that is the second box on my link tree. So, I love you guys. If Triple C's could talk, yeah! I'm going to make... Somebody reported my Oxycontin video. People are so sour. It's like, why can't we all just have fun? Like, don't report people's stuff. Just ignore it. If you don't like my content, then scroll. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see y'all on the flip side.